Welcome back to the channel where I invest in you so that you can get better. In this video, we're going to go over why Tesla is one of my largest holdings. Now, as of today, Tesla stock sits at this amount of value in my portfolio. And compared to all the rest of my portfolio, you see that it is just much larger than any other position. I am not really diversified. I'm much more concentrated in Tesla. And I'll explain to you guys the reasons why I believe so much in them and the upside that I see in them along with the downside. All right, so the first reason why I invested in Tesla has nothing to do with the company itself and more with the people. So number one reason why I invested in Tesla is for Elon. Elon is the greatest visionary of our generation, period. Show me someone else that has taken a company like Tesla from zero to literally slaughtering all auto manufacturers. Show me a man that's been able to conquer more than him, who's been able to use reusable rockets, that puts chips in people's brains, that's going to give internet to the entire world with Starlink, that is getting rid of traffic with the Boring Company, that is saving the planet with renewable energy, and that is the most likely to institute humanoid robots through AI. There is literally no one else that is more visionary than he is. Maybe right under him, Jack Dorsey, but that is a big discrepancy currently. He's proven himself through the Model 3 ramp, which was hellish, and like I've mentioned before, he's been able to land rockets. My next reason is that electric cars simply are the future. By 2030, most first world countries would ban the sale of gas vehicles in favor for electric vehicles. And not only is legislative cracking down on this and realizing that, hey, gas-powered cars are not the way to go for the environment, for climate change. We're eventually all gonna die. You know, the planet's gonna burn, all fire and stuff because of climate change not going the way. Not only because of that, but more so electric cars just are superior when compared to gas-powered cars. For example, when you drive, there's no need for brakes on electric cars. You simply let the engine's turbines go along, and as you brake, it converts that kinetic energy into potential energy. In other words, your car charges itself when you brake. When you do this with a gas-powered car, all you're doing is losing money because you have to eventually replace the brake pads, and you don't get anything back for it. On top of that, electric vehicles are very cheap to own and maintain. There's virtually no maintenance with the Tesla. The only maintenance may be windshield wiper fluid, if you want to wash your car, but that's up to you. And maybe just putting air in your tires again, which you can get for free at some gas stations. There's no oil changes, no need for gas, and the cars are built so good that they're built to last. Additionally, you get over-the-air software updates into your car, meaning that they can just simply make an update, have your car download it, and it fixes itself, versus going to a mechanic, scheduling that, paying all the fees. Oh, and not to mention how much you can literally charge your whole car, at least in California, for the price of a gallon of gas. So you get a whole tank for one gallon versus with gas cars where it might be like $30, $50 just to fill up your tank. It's outrageous. On top of that, Teslas are the most safest cars on the planet. There have been instances where semis have crashed into a Tesla, and get this, the Tesla driver walks away. The semi driver goes to the hospital. The next reason is that Tesla is simply going to be the king of manufacturing. They realize that other people may hit full self-driving after they do. Other people may perfect the electric car after they do. But what's going to set them apart is their manufacturing. While most OEMs, original car manufacturers, just weld pieces of metal together to build the cars, Tesla is stamping together. They are casting the entire car into one piece. This makes making them a lot easier and cheaper. They can churn out more vehicles a lot more often, lower the cost for the customer, and keep a better gross margin. Simply put, this advantage is what's going to kill all the other vehicle manufacturers. Also, Tesla attracts the best people. The best engineers all want to go to either SpaceX or Tesla. The best AI people would want to go to Tesla. This not only is because of the mission, but just because of the culture. And this produces innovations such as the 4680 battery pack and many more. Elon pushes the Tesla team to do what they have to do in order to cut corners, bring down the cost, and increase the efficiency. Teslas are the only products that the newest version is better and it gets cheaper as it goes. You see with phones that the new version comes out and it's expensive, right? With Tesla, it's the other way around. And I'm gonna touch on this next point for a little bit. While I don't know exactly when Tesla's gonna hit FSD, there still seems to be a long way to go. But when they do get to full self-driving, the stock will go to Mars. There's no looking back. That is literally the inflection point. Full self-driving should be treated, in my opinion, and this is not to be taken as financial advice, but as a built-in call option into the stock. So if they hit it, the stock goes ballistics. If they don't ever get it, then we'll still see some more steady gains relative to that ballistic movement upward. Another reason is that Tesla has what is called as a operating leverage. In other words, Tesla may put in $1 billion to put in a factory and make, let's say, $2 billion. But through the economies of scale, through them learning and getting more efficient, they may have to put in $500 million to get to that same $2 billion. And this comes down. Maybe they only put in at some point, let's say, $400 million, and they could produce $6 billion profit from that because they build the factories more efficient or for some other reason. Also, Tesla has literally almost gone bankrupt many times. It's a miracle that they're here. But now that they're here and strong, they've learned from that. And so what happens is that they only spend the money on what's important, which is R&D, which is operating expenses, and they don't have to go through any dealership. That makes for great margins. It's predicted that Tesla can have 50% margins, meaning they sell the car for $40,000, they bank $20,000 from that. Insane margins. You know, and if this keeps going on in the next few years, talking about 4 to 5 years from now, they're gonna have so much cash, it's gonna be ridiculous. Another reason why I own Tesla is because the demand is literally untapped. Right now, if you want a Tesla, a brand new one that is, you're gonna have to wait until the first half of next year. So right now, as the recording of this video, it is August 15th or August 17th, so we're in the middle of August, so you would have to wait through September, October, November, December, into January. So 5 months to get a Tesla. Now they are working on brand new factories. They're trying to ramp as fast as they can and build these factories to meet that demand. But as of right now, and once they build those factories, they're gonna have so much supply to meet the demand, and the demand is gonna be crazy. Oh, and not to mention, when President Biden passes the EV tax credit, we will get a discount on our Tesla. Somewhere around $7,500 to $12,500 will be the discount for the Tesla. And with the new Model 2, or Model A as they might call it, Tesla will be able to produce a compact car for as low as $25,000. So you take that, and we give the lowest EV tax incentive of $7,500, and we're looking at a Tesla that is roughly the cost of $18,000. Insane. Literally insane. So to sum it all up, I like to see as the upside of an investment is related to the difficulty and the importance of the problem to solve. If you look at Tesla, we're seeing that they're gonna stop climate change, so that's very important. They're saving lives on the road. The road is a very dangerous place, especially for people my age. And they're making it so that people can have energy no matter what. So they're solving a transportation crisis and energy crisis. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot. Don't take this as financial advice, but this is what I'm doing, and this is why I continue to buy Tesla no matter how much it costs. I always dollar cost average every month. Each month, I try to get at least one share, and this is the reasons why. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.